Okay, in this video I'm going to show you a little bit about isotopes and how they're formed. So we're going to start by looking at an element on the periodic table, and I use sodium a lot just because it's an element that you'll see a lot. So 11 is the one of the numbers you'd see in the little box, and you'll also see the 22.99. The 22.99 is your mass number, and it can also be called the atomic mass. But just remember, if you see the word mass, that means it's the protons plus the neutrons, which is essentially just the mass of the nucleus. So it's just how much the nucleus weighs, the protons plus the neutrons. And your 11 is your atomic number. And that is the number of protons that are in the nucleus. It's also the number of electrons, just because of charges. Protons are positive, electrons are negative. All elements on the periodic table are neutral. So the number of protons is also going to equal the number of electrons. Okay, so let's move on, and we are going to look at these numbers again. So if sodium has a atomic number of 11, that means there's 11 protons, 11 electrons. And so when we look at the mass number, or the atomic mass, remember either or, atomic mass and mass number are the same. If the atomic mass is about 23, if we round up, then that means if we take that 23 and we subtract 11, we're going to get the number of neutrons, because we have protons, we have electrons, so we have 12 neutrons. And that is the number of neutrons in this, in the average sodium atom. 11 protons, 11 electrons, 12 neutrons. So isotopes mean that sometimes sodium will have might have only 11 neutrons. Or even 10 neutrons. So it's not, and those are different, these are called isotopes. Sorry. So different numbers of neutrons doesn't really affect the charge, it just affects the weight of the atom. So the mass number that we saw, that 22.99, is an average that's calculated from all known sodium atoms. You know, so there's sometimes that there's 11 neutrons, sometimes there's 10 neutrons. Most of the time there's 12 neutrons, and that's what accounts for the number that we see on the periodic table. All right, that's it.